Dwayne Wade versus Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, two of the best scoring guards of all time. How much better could Dwayne Wade possibly be than a guy averaging 32, being the MVP, being a good defender, leading the best team in the league?
Imagine Dwayne Wade with all this spacing today too in today's game.
If you put Dwayne Wade with his peak athleticism in today's league, I think he could average 30.
He could easily average 30.
But would that make him better than Shai? Shai's a 3-level scorer, also averages over 30, also a good defender.
It's different.
In the history of basketball, every era produces its own unique brand of dominant guard. For a generation, that brand was a mix of explosive athleticism and relentless physicality. Today, it's defined by surgical precision and a calm, methodical demeanor. But what happens when you put them head-to-head? What happens when you put the maestro of modern finesse, SGA, against the original Flash, Dwayne Wade? They may be separated by a decade of rule changes, a revolution in analytics, and an entire universe of style, but their shared language is basketball brilliance. Today on Basketball Dribble, we are diving into a comparison that goes beyond the stat sheet and into the very soul of their games. This isn't just about stats, it's a battle of philosophies. It's the calculated craft of SGA against the relentless, explosive power of D-Wade. Get ready, because this is the ultimate showdown of two of the greatest scorers of their eras. The foundation of both SGA and D-Wade's brilliance is their unmatched ability to navigate the most difficult part of the court, the congested lane. For most players, a drive to the basket is an all-out sprint, a single committed act of force. But for these two, the paint is a canvas, and they are masters of manipulation. However, while they both end up with the same result, an easy bucket, the journey is entirely different. Let's start with SGA. His game is about control, patience, and deception. His drives are not a full-speed assault. Instead, he uses his long strides and a series of hesitations and stop-starts to lull defenders into a trance. He's always one step ahead, not with superior speed, but with superior intellect. He reads the defense, calculates the angles, and then, with a subtle shift of his body or a quick hesitation dribble, he creates a lane that simply wasn't there a second ago. His movements are fluid, almost slithering, as if he's gliding through the defense rather than confronting it. His scoring is a product of his ability to manipulate space and momentum. He makes the impossible look routine by turning the court into a ballet. On the other side of the court, we have Dwayne Wade. His nickname, Flash, says it all. Where SGA is a surgeon, Wade was a demolition crew. His drives were a direct, forceful attack on the basket. He used his explosive first step and immense upper body strength to burst past his man and absorb contact from anyone who dared to stand in his way. He wasn't looking for a clear path. He was creating one through sheer force and will. His game was less about finesse and more about aggression. He took contact, finished through it, and constantly put immense physical pressure on the defense. He would jump into a defender, draw a foul, and still have the wherewithal to get the shot up. He was a force of nature, a living testament to the power of a strong body and an unyielding will. The stark difference in their approach is best seen in their footwork. SGA's game is built on a series of precise, calculated moves designed to keep defenders guessing and to open up the simplest, most efficient scoring opportunities. His signature jump stop is a testament to this. He drives hard, then plants both feet simultaneously, bringing all his momentum to an immediate halt. This gives him a stable, unmovable base from which he can take a jumper, pass, or pivot away from the defender. It's a simple, fundamental move elevated to an art form. He uses his length and patience to wait for the defense to overcommit before making his move. His footwork is about using the smallest possible movement to create the largest possible advantage. Now, let's look at the cornerstone of Wade's game, the Euro step. Wade's Euro step was a thing of beauty and brute force. He would take a powerful first step in one direction, forcing the defender to commit, and then, in a single fluid motion, take a wide, arcing second step to finish on the other side of the basket. It wasn't about being sneaky. It was about being so fast and powerful that no defender could react in time. He used this move to split double teams, get around shot blockers, and finish at the rim in ways that made him look like a freight train. Beyond the Euro step, Wade's footwork was a masterclass in controlled chaos. His spin moves were so quick and his changes of direction so sudden that defenders were left reeling, watching him explode to the rim. He had an innate ability to shift his weight and change direction in a single fluid motion. Both players have become legends of the mid-range game. a shot many analysts thought was dead in the analytics era. But even here, their styles diverge. SGA's mid-range is a counter to his drive. He'll get to his spot, use a hesitation or a hop back, and then rise up for a smooth, high-release jumper. His shot is clean and fundamentally sound, and his high release point makes it nearly impossible to block. He doesn't need a lot of space. Just a sliver is enough for him to get his shot off. D-Wade's mid-range, on the other hand, was often a tough, contested jumper he created out of a face-up or a post-up. He would use his strength to back down a defender, pivot, and then hit a fall-away jumper that was often off balance but somehow always went in. His shot was often unorthodox, but his incredible body control in the air and his feel for the game made him an elite mid-range shooter. This contrast extends to their finishing at the rim. Wade was a master of the acrobatic layup, contorting his body in the air to avoid shot blockers. He wasn't just a finisher, he was an artist who painted masterpieces on the glass. He would often initiate contact to get a foul and still find a way to get the ball in the hoop. SGA's finishing is more about his length. He uses his long arms to extend the ball away from defenders, making it almost impossible for them to block his shots. He's not as explosive as Wade, but his craft and his body control allow him to finish at an incredibly high percentage. Both players are known for their clutch gene, and this is where their shared mentality shines. From the OKC Thunder to the Miami Heat, both SGA and DWADE were always the players you wanted with the ball in their hands at the end of the game. They weren't afraid of the moment. D-Wade's legacy is defined by his championship hardware and his reputation as one of the best two-way guards to ever play the game. He's the undisputed king of the block from the guard position. He was a force of nature, a high-flying, relentless scorer who sacrificed his body for the team and became a cornerstone of one of the greatest dynasties in NBA history. He inspired a generation of players to attack the basket with ferocity. SGA's legacy is still being written, but he's already established himself as an efficiency king. He's a player whose cerebral approach and surgical scoring are a direct response to a more complex, spaced-out NBA. He's proving you don't need to rely on explosive athleticism to dominate. You just need to be smarter and more skilled. He is a testament to the fact that you can succeed in today's game by being a master of your craft. So, who would you rather have? The explosive, relentless Flash who defined a generation with his thunderous dunks and clutch heroics? Or the methodical, cerebral SGA, whose game is a masterclass in modern efficiency? This isn't about who is better, but a celebration of two incredible but distinct ways to play the game. They both reached the same heights, but they took two completely different paths. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Basketball Dribble for more in-depth breakdowns, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a new upload. Thanks for watching.